Hello and happy Friday. Thanks for joining us for this KEYC News Now to Go update. I'm Jackson Jurek, and in a few minutes, I'll be joined by First Alert meteorologist Caitlin Lohr with a look at today's forecast and beyond. We'll start with some national news. Luigi Mangione is expected to appear in New York Supreme Court on Friday this afternoon. It will mark the first time he has appeared before a judge since he pleaded not guilty to murder charges in his arraignment. Mangione is accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last December. He led authorities on a national manhunt for nearly a week. The judge is expected to ask both the defense and prosecution for an update on exchange of evidence. A trial date could be set at the hearing. Cameras will not be allowed. Mangione also faces charges in Pennsylvania. That's where he was eventually arrested. Back here in Minnesota, a federal lawsuit against the former state trooper who allegedly killed an Owatonna teen in a car crash put on pause. A judge issuing an order this week in an effort to let his criminal case play out first. Roper is charged with multiple counts of criminal vehicular homicide in the May 18th on-the-job crash that killed 18-year-old Olivia Flores. In December, the Flores family filed a civil lawsuit in federal court claiming Roper violated their daughter's constitutional rights and wrongfully caused her death. Roper's criminal case continues to move along in Olmsted County. He made an appearance earlier this month where state prosecutors submitted evidence for a potential trial. The trial was supposed to start in late March, but has been delayed as both sides build their case. More state news. One of two brothers charged in connection with a deadly shooting in Rochester 1 year ago makes a guilty plea. Jose Gutierrez Ojeda pleaded guilty to the charge of aiding an offender. That was one of the 4 charges he had been facing. The plea comes in the death of 24-year-old Osbel Ornelas on February 3rd of last year. The death in the Chick-fil-A parking lot followed a road rage incident. His brother, Isaac Gutierrez, was found guilty of second-degree murder in August and was sentenced to 5 years in prison in October. Gutierrez Ojeda will be sentenced on May 12th. Continuing with state news, Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan officially launched her campaign for U.S. Senate yesterday on social media, 1 week after Senator Tina Smith announced she would not seek re-election next year. Flanagan, a member of the White Earth Band of Ojibwe, is the country's highest-ranking Native women elected to executive office. After a stint serving on the Minneapolis Board of Education, Flanagan started working for the progressive group Wellstone Action, training organizers, elected officials, and candidates with dreams of taking office. In that role, she even trained Governor Walz, a Mankato West High School social studies teacher turned politician. Here in Mankato, on Monday, the city of North Mankato will hold an open house discussing the upcoming Belgrade Avenue Improvement Project. The project will be a 3-lane conversion of the 200 block of Belgrade Avenue, and construction is expected to begin in the spring of 2026. The Veterans Memorial Bridge will be under construction at the same time. Monday night's open house runs from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at the North Mankato City Hall. I'll be joined now by First Alert meteorologist Caitlin Lohr. Good news for that meeting on Monday is it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Caitlin, really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely crazy to know that we are going from maybe like a 70+ degree difference from Monday morning when we had temperatures as low as 19 below zero to the mid to upper 40s by Monday and Tuesday. It could even be a triple-digit difference if you take the wind chill into consideration and all that stuff.
Temperatures and all that stuff.
Yeah, and even now it feels so much better out there, and it's crazy because we do still have wind chill values below zero, and everyone's like, well, it doesn't feel like that. Well, it's not gonna feel like that compared to where we've been to where we are, and the good news is that improvement's gonna continue. Starting with today, it's gonna be the warmest afternoon out there so far. Topping yesterday's, we are expected to reach into the low 20s for a high of 21 degrees by this afternoon, and then temperatures will drop back into the single digits after midnight tonight. But all in all, quiet conditions, full of sunshine today, clear skies tonight, which would be great for stargazing, but it's going to be a little cold out there, so I wouldn't recommend it unless you bundle up. Now, wind-wise, we are expecting a breeze through the day today, anywhere from 10 to 20 miles an hour, wind gusts between 20 and 30 miles an hour, and that is for southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. So unfortunately, our wind chill values are going to remain more on that bitter side, topping out at about 6 degrees for what it'll feel like this afternoon. But let's take a second and let's focus on the positives, and that is wind chill values that are positive or above zero. Now, unfortunately, they will drop back below zero, but not too cold, anywhere from 0 to about 5 degrees below zero overnight into tomorrow morning. And that's because temperatures tonight will drop into the single digits for a low of about 9 degrees going into tomorrow morning. So like we said yesterday, last night into this morning was the last day that our temperatures would drop below zero, but there would be a chance that our wind chills could drop below zero tonight into tomorrow morning. And that is exactly what we're seeing. But as we continue into tomorrow, we've got even better news on the way with temperatures even warmer. We're looking at a high of 34 degrees with more sunshine expected. Little bit of a breeze in the works as well for tomorrow going into the weekend, but all that's going to do is keep our wind chill values in the teens and the 20s through the afternoon hours, so it's not going to be too terrible out there, and you are going to notice that difference when you walk outside, and it's just going to feel a lot warmer. You're going to be a little shocked to know that it's only in the 20s today and the 30s tomorrow, and you're going to just feel like it is spring out there. Now, one thing that we have been lacking is precipitation. We are tracking a couple stray shower chances for Monday and Tuesday, but what we're really focusing on is Wednesday of next week, as that's when we could see a few more promising scattered showers, if you will, in the area. So as we take a look at your extended forecast, temperatures are going to rise into the 40s by Sunday with sunshine mixed in. It's really going to shape up to a great weekend compared to where we started this week off, and that's really only going to continue. The only downside is those clouds are going to move in. We do have that stray chance for a shower or two on Monday and Tuesday. A couple scattered showers on Wednesday possible, but can't really complain about that, especially with the temperatures we have out there on the way.
50 degrees, we'll call it 50 degrees. 48, close enough.
Close enough in my book.
50 degrees on Monday morning, well, not Monday morning, but Monday overall, I'm going to take that any day of the week.
Oh my gosh, especially where we came from, so I agree.
Oh, absolutely, love it a lot. Well, thank you. We'll transition into some sports, starting on the ice. It's section tournament time for high school boys hockey. In Section 3A, we have the 2 seed, the Mankato West Scarlets, taking on the 10 seed, the Fairmont Cardinals, in quarterfinals. West got out to a hot start early in this game, taking a 5-0 lead just minutes into the first period. Later in the first period, Ricky Enter puts one in the back of the net to give the Scarlets a 6-0 lead. In the second period, off the face-off, Braden Keach gets a quick goal to add to the Scarlets' lead. West not slowing down in this one. Isaac Ullman with the rebound and the goal. West wins big to advance to the Section 3A semifinal game and will face New Ulm on Saturday. Next Section 3A boys hockey game of the night, the Mankato East Cougars taking on the Minnesota River Bulldogs. Picking up in the second period, Cougars hold a 3-0 lead. Jack Hansen will make it 4-0 early in the second period. Not long later, and the Cougars find the back of the net again. Braden Arnoldi is in the right place at the right time and taps it in to give East a comfortable 5-goal lead. But the second period scoring isn't done just yet. East with momentum, Griffin Asher gains control of the puck and buries it home. The Cougars lead 6-0, and that would be the score at the end of the second period. East goes on to win this game 6-0 and will face Laverne in the Section 3A semifinal game on Saturday. Well, that will do it for us here. Caitlin, I appreciate it. I know you're over in the Weather Center, going to join me right now. But that'll do it for this edition of the KEYC News Now to Go. So thank you, Caitlin. Thanks for watching this KEYC News Now to Go update. Stay with KEYC News Now for the latest local news, weather, and sports on our website.
And download the free KEYC News and Weather apps for the latest headlines and forecast.